Hi everyone, I am Priyanka Jain. I am a verified educator at the Unacademy Plus platform, and here is a very big news for all of you. Soon we are starting new batch courses. Okay, one of my batch course is starting for the revision of inorganic chemistry. If you are preparing for CSIR NET, you will know that there is an exam on 29th of January. Okay, so there are 2 months left. So we have decided to launch a new batch course, full revision course of the inorganic chemistry. Here we will see full revision with the PYQS. Okay, previous year questions. We will solve the questions. We will see quick revision. All the things you will see here. Okay, this batch course is starting from 8th of December. Okay, and the next batch course that we are starting is starting from 2nd of December, and this is for the chemistry of coordination compounds, chemistry of transition metals. Okay, so here we will discuss about the coordination chemistry. Whole the subject we will discuss from the beginning. Okay, so you will see all the type of questions from the previous year and from the good books also. Hi students, welcome in chemistry classes. I am Priyanka Jain and you are watching the test series questions for the incoming January 2020's exam. Okay, so here these questions we have taken from the bioinorganic chemistry, and this question especially is from June 2020's question paper, or you can say November 2020's question paper. Okay, so this is a question from the bioinorganic chemistry based on the myoglobin. During the binding of O2 to myoglobin, consider heme in XY plane, the molecular orbital of O2 and the atomic orbital of Fe involved in the formation of sigma bond is. Okay, we have given 4 different options. This one, this one, this one and this one, right? We have given 4 different options and we have to find out what orbitals of O2 and iron are involved in the bonding, right? So firstly we consider the iron. In binding of O2 to myoglobin, we are considering the myoglobin, right? And we know that in myoglobin the iron is present in +2 oxidation state, right? And after the binding of oxygen, it means after oxygenation, it is called the oxygenation. Okay, after oxygenation, what is formed? Oxymyoglobin, right? So oxymyoglobin is formed in which the iron is present in +3 oxidation state. Okay, so here the iron is changed from the high spin Fe second to low spin Fe third, right? Now if you consider this one, we have to consider this one, oxymyoglobin, because we have asked after the binding of O2. Okay, so now you can consider this will be the diagram for the d orbital. This is low spin. So here in the iron +3 state, there will be 5 electrons in d orbital, d5 configuration, right? So there will be in this manner. The electrons will be present. 5 electrons will be present at this position, right? So these 2 orbitals will be vacant here. These orbitals are called easy orbitals, and these are dz square and dx square minus y square, right? These 2 orbitals are vacant. So if we have to consider the bonding, if we are considering the bonding between the O2 and the iron, then these orbitals will be involved. Okay, so these orbitals will be all involved in this, right? So these orbitals are actually the pi star orbitals. So these orbitals actually are the easy orbitals, right? So this will be called the lowest unoccupied molecular orbitals. Okay, these are the lowest unoccupied molecular orbitals of iron, in which the electron density can be donated. Okay, there will be the donation. Okay, because there is a bond formation, right? So this is the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital of iron. Now consider the oxygen. If we are considering the molecular orbital diagram for the oxygen are having 16 electrons, right? So if you are writing its configuration, this will be like this: sigma 1s2, sigma 1s anti-bonding 2, sigma 2s2, sigma 2s anti-bonding 2, then sigma 2pz2. Okay, then are coming pi 2px, pi 2py. Okay, these will have 2 electrons, right? These are of equal energy. Okay, now the electrons will be filled in the pi anti-bonding orbitals. So pi 2px and pi 2py. Okay, so one electron will be present here. Okay, because we have to complete 16 electrons. So there are 1 electron in the pi star orbital 2px and pi star 2py orbital. Okay, so this will be called the highest occupied molecular orbital of oxygen, because we know that the electron density is being donated from the oxygen to the iron. Okay, this is the ligand, so this is donating the electron density to the iron. Okay, so electron density is being donated from the highest occupied molecular orbital of oxygen to lowest unoccupied molecular orbital of iron, right? So this orbital we are calling pi star orbital, and this orbital that we are calling the lowest unoccupied molecular orbital. This may be dz square or this may be dx square minus y square. So we have given in the option dz square orbital side. So we are considering pi star orbital and dz square orbital. So this you can see in this case in the option number A. Okay, in option A we have given pi star and dz square. So this is the right answer. Okay, let's consider the next question. Alright, so consider this question for the cytochrome P450. Okay, the question is, consider the following statement with respect to cytochrome P450. This question is actually from June 2019 question paper. Okay, and here we have asked about the cytochrome P450. We have to find out the correct statement. We have given three different statements. It has histidine coordinated to iron center. Second, we have given it is a membrane bound metalloenzyme. Third option we have given it is Fe3 iron in the resting state of enzyme. And now we have to find out the correct statements. Okay, so consider the first statement. It has histidine coordinated to iron center. Okay, second is it is a membrane bound metalloenzyme. Okay, so see, the cytochrome P450 is actually a membrane bound metalloenzyme. Okay, that is involved in the electron transfer reactions. It is a membrane bound metalloenzyme. So this is the right option. Okay, next thing, it has histidine coordinated to iron center. Actually it is having the porphyrin ring, right? It has the heme group, as in the case of the hemoglobin and in the case of myoglobin. Similarly in the case of cytochrome P450, it is a heme iron. It has heme iron. Okay, iron is present in the form of heme, and heme we know its structure. It has 4 pyrrole rings in this manner. It has 4 pyrrole rings in this manner. I am not making the detailed structure, but in a little bit I want to say what. See here, this is bound in this manner. Okay, and here present conjugated double bonds. Okay, these are the 4 nitrogen atoms and the conjugated double bonds are present in this manner, right? This is the double bond and these double bonds are present just in this manner. So you can consider from the books, but in a little bit I am telling you, you can see. So in this manner, this is the pyrrole ring and different substituents are present at the periphery, right? So at the iron is present in the center and 4th position of it is coordinated by the nitrogen atom. Okay, and the 5th position here, the 5th position is bound by the thiolate chain of cysteine residue. Okay, cysteine group. In the case of hemoglobin, there is histidine residue. Okay, but in the case of cytochrome P450, there is thiolate chain of cysteine residue that is coordinated. So this option number A is the wrong answer. Option number B is the right answer. It is a membrane bound metalloenzyme. Third thing we have given, it has iron 3rd ion in the resting state of enzyme. This is actually right answer. Okay, this is the right statement. Actually, in the resting state of the enzyme, the iron is present in the 3rd oxidation state. So this is the right option. So the correct answer here is the option number 3. B and C. These two statements are right. Okay. So in this way, you can do the questions based on the bio-inorganic chemistry. Meets you with some more questions in our next video. Thank you.